All right, here we are at White Sands, New Mexico. Yeah. Hey everybody, this is Rob.
Hey Miko.
And we're
Wander Open Roads.
Hey, thank you so much for joining us. So we're checking out White Sands National Park, which is north of El Paso, kind of near Las Cruces, New Mexico, in the very southern part of New Mexico. And it is definitely a unique national park. If you have never been, you should check it out. So it has these wave-like dunes of gypsum sand that have basically taken over about 275 square miles of desert area, creating the world's largest gypsum dune field. And when you're driving up to it, you know, everything kind of looks normal. Then all of a sudden you see this just glimpse of just white in the distance. And as you get closer, you come up on it. It's crazy. It looks like you're in a space movie or something on another planet. I mean, it is definitely very cool. The admission for this park is $25 for a private vehicle, $20 for a motorcycle, or $15 if you're on foot, which I don't know why you would be on foot because it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, but hey. And children under 16 do not need an entrance pass. Or, of course, you can use your National Park Pass and get in for free, which is what we did, because we were going to visit a whole bunch of national parks, and it was definitely worth it. And for this park, there is no timed entry. So, you know, for some of the national parks, there is timed entry, but for this one, you don't have to worry about it. So White Sands has one visitor center. Just note that the amenities are very limited at this park. I mean, the closest town is Alamogordo, which is about 15 miles away. There is a trading post attached to the visitor center that does have some prepackaged food options, some bottled water, a few drinks, but it's very limited. So definitely make sure that you bring water and bring your picnic lunch or whatever that you need when you come here. There are about 5 marked hiking trails within the park. So the big thing here at this park is hiking and sledding. Those are the two major activities, and the hiking trails are marked with colored posts that are sunk into the sand. And sledding is, I believe, closed at the boardwalk area, but sledding is available all throughout the park, and there is a page on their website that talks about the different areas that are best for sledding, or you can certainly ask at the visitor center, which is what I recommend. Really, when you go to any national park, definitely go to the visitor center. If you have your national park book, go ahead and get your stamp, and definitely talk to the park rangers because they can give you the best tips on, you know, the weather conditions, the conditions of roads and trails, and definitely, well, you know, what are some of the best places to go sledding at White Sands, which is definitely a cool experience. The boardwalk trail is definitely a nice trail, especially if you have mobility issues. It takes you out into the dunes and definitely gives you a nice view and gives you some nice placard to talk about the different vegetation and plant life and different things in the area. So you cannot sled in this area, but you can sled at all the different areas around the park. But definitely check out the boardwalk trail when you go. visiting White Sands and you get out and you're walking around these areas, it is very windy. I would definitely. I had shades on just because it's bright white and it really kind of bothered my eyes. So I was wearing shades, and at times I actually wore a mask. So I had like one of the COVID masks, and I actually wore that at times. Now here you see I'm rubbing down our sled with sex wax, which is something that is used on like surfboards and hockey sticks, but it is also very effective for sleds as well, because you're going to have a hard time trying to actually move on the sand unless you have some type of a slick surface. Okay, it's definitely harder than it looks. So after trying this many times, this was probably the best sledding experience that either one of us had. Yeah, and hey, there's a celebration at the end. Yay! So we definitely need to work on our sledding game for the next time, but definitely look into it and get yourself a sled, because that was definitely a lot of fun. Thanks for joining us for another Wander Open Roads adventure, and we will see you next time.
Wander safely.